We're busy.
Tonight, Only News 5 is taking you inside the vicious cycle that can lock our state's inmates into a life of crime.
Former inmates say once they get out of prison, the system keeps them trapped in debt. As News 5's Lauren Wilson learned, that leaves them few options, including living off welfare and your tax dollars.
In and out of jail for crimes like robbery, drug trafficking, and firearm possession since he was 17, Willie Brown Jr. knows just how a life of crime keeps people caught up in a web.
I used to thought that it would be nice to have a whole bunch of penitentiary numbers. I thought that would give me some kind of street credibility.
It wasn't until he hit rock bottom that he saw his true need for change.
You finally look in the mirror and see what everybody else sees.
But little did he know, rehabilitation and re-entering the community would cost him a lot.
And all along the way, I didn't realize I'm accumulating all these unpaid fines. It's like being stuck on a merry-go-round.
He's been out of the system for almost 3 years and just paid off the last of his fines last month.
Well, there's fees to government agencies if there had to be an investigation, fees to police.
Brown racked up more than $5 grand. In Ohio, there are nearly 51,000 people in prison. Some accumulate $35,000 or more in fines.
How do you even start a job knowing that because you're in arrearages, they can take 65% of your gross income? So they take 65% of what you made. Then you have to take taxes out of that. So you could be left with, even if you are able to get a job, you could be left with pennies.
Without jobs, and in many cases in education, many of those former prisoners can't pay. For some, they end up on government assistance like welfare. For others, they turn back to a life of crime.
Unfortunately, we see it with some regularity, and it can make it difficult for them to have a livelihood.
Now studying to be a social worker, that cycle, Willie Brown tells me, is one he's pushing to change and help others move forward.
Almost as if you turn a person into a commodity. So we need more divergent programs that teach job skills.
The advocacy group Willie is interning for right now is planning on holding a public hearing later this month with the Ohio Transformation Fund to talk possible solutions to eventually take to Governor Kasich for consideration. In Cleveland, Lauren Wilson, News 5.
Now a News 5